And welcome back to Let's Build episode 4. Let's not like improvise. Because then especially because there's going to be at least one extra piece of this, so. But yeah, so when you're making a bottle, that's why, you know, just thinking that is completely why this is like, not soul crushing, I guess. Some people could describe it as, but they'd be over exaggerating, that's for sure. Before I accidentally somehow like roast, I don't know. Made fun of someone's probably review of this. Now we gotta find even more of these. All look the same, and when they're on the bigger glass pane, I'm glad that a lot of it, well, it would have to be a decent chunk of it has to be these bigger glass, like, little panes, because otherwise, how are you gonna actually be able to see anything? Like, I don't know about you, like, I can see through this, but it's a little noisy, I'd say, to actually look through that. Alright, we're finally done with that. Well, that ain't good. Okay, now we're done with, I guess, the base? I think this is the front of the thing, and then they'll end up building, like, a little extra... No, this is probably actually the back. Yeah, because it looks like the thing, like, curves forward or whatever. Oh, no, this is the very front, I think. And then you make the little wine bottle at the end. Again, these are only like one connection. This thing ain't watertight though, that's for sure. Oh, so I guess I don't have to make one of these again. Thank goodness for that. Because I was thinking, like, the little screen over here. The camera's over here. I was thinking that was, like, you know, just, like, the edge. Like, it would be, like, something like here. And then you would keep on doing that. I'm glad I was wrong. Because now that would be soul crushing. Because I thought I'd have to make another one of these at least, because I was seeing these pieces, but... And now I just keep on keeping on. To realizing I should put this first. Yeah, so there's one more like Let's X thing that I was saying. So I got Let's Play, Let's Read, Let's Build now. And then also the Pokemon cards, so that's a Let's type. I'm thinking of a Let's Cook. It'll just be really hard to like do for me here because the only like camera I have is my phone, and while I do have the stand, it's definitely having its limitations now. It works great for the cards because that's like a smaller focus, but this, it works fine enough for something as semi-small as this, but well, because there, I'd want two of these things, so I can get one that would be like right over my stovetop, because I don't really cook anything that's, that didn't sound good. That's not like stovetop, except for now because I don't really have time to cook because school. It's kind of depressing, but like it takes me an hour to like cook anything, so things are like connecting that shouldn't. There you go. Yeah, I really don't like, because you're connecting to side connections, so it's not like strong. Like here, I mean, it's gonna like, we're gonna hopefully make like a ring so that it's stronger, but when do we just... Okay, so then we start... I don't like... We end up just sticking, Okay, there is no actual, like, real ring connect... Oh, this kind of... We'll take 12 of this. Yeah, that's kind of a ring. I mean, it's as close to a ring that I can get without, like, fabricating, like, a unique piece. I don't know, how many, like, unique... Like, super unique... pieces are there? Like, well, I mean, these don't, the little shapes there don't really count, but like some of the, like this circle that's sort of like a circle piece, but it has like a raised center. That's I would say that's fairly unique. Like, I wonder how many, like pieces there are that are like, only used in like 1 or 2 sets ever. That aren't images, but like actual plastic stuff. Okay, and thankfully it looks like we're mostly done with the slopes, so now we're curving this. Like, I'd say actually like these pieces are fairly unique. Like, maybe on some of the way bigger sets, you might actually have something big like that for, like, a corner. I saw they were, like, making a Star Destroyer thing. I really want to do that, but here's the problem with it. I think that would actually, like, not even fit in the camera lens. Because that thing's probably, like, this big. Like, my hand's off the camera here, so. Does it matter what edge? No, it shouldn't. Yeah, let's not accidentally, like, like, karate chop that. Here's the thing, I know that I'm not gonna end up, doing this if I ever continue this and I actually, go for, like, the super big sets. Because, well, this is this is bigger than your average set. Like, a lot of your average set for, like, the, the general demographic. Yeah, because this is more for, like, people my age. It's like, I grew up building with Legos, then I stopped, and then, now I want something that's, like, more complicated that I can sink my teeth into or whatever. I don't recommend doing that, by the way. I don't think sinking your teeth in plastic would feel very good, but... So yeah, I can't recommend that, but, for people like, you know what, what is Lego doing these days? And then you look, and then it's like, all these, like, super complicated things that aren't, like, I guess as a kid, you look at, like, the Star Destroyer and the Millennium Falcon and all that stuff and be like, look at these things, there's so many pieces. I have something like that, or I had something like that. It was about twice as expensive as this thing. This thing cost me, like, $50. Even though directly from the shop, it's like $70, but... And it was like 1,500 pieces, or I know it was my only set that was over 1,000 pieces. And it was like a desert, like Star Wars desert, like desert trawler thing. That's like this big. And there's treads and everything. I know for a fact I have like pieces of that back at I don't know. I don't really feel comfortable calling my mother's home. Cuz I mean, it's not even where it's not like I grew up there anyways, and I don't Again, we're starting to stack this up pretty high without any, like, side connections. And there we go. Now, see? They knew what I was going to complain about, and, or... It's not really a complaint, it's an observation. It's a concern. It's kind of funny that I keep on listening to, like, Final Fantasy XIV music. Well, it was Monster Hunter music for a while, because that's what I'm, playing. And again, don't tell anyone, but that's kind of what I wanted to play instead of the... Well, I mean, I was gonna do this anyways, but, I'm just... Otherwise, I'd be doing RuneScape, but... Because it's just, Frontier is, Frontier, and I really want to get to, like, Shantian... and like the G-rank Elder Dragons, stuff like that. You probably don't know what I'm talking about, but okay, now we're putting the ship in. Well, once we brace this to the center, then we're putting the ship in. So we take this, And we stick it in. So yeah, make sure, like, you know, this isn't like something you can just open, so make sure everything's the way you want it. I feel like we shouldn't have built this part first. So the front half of this is giving me trouble. It shouldn't be giving... Yeah, I don't actually like the way that this thing is set up. Because I feel like you should have built this first, and then you should have built the ship on top of that. It has to be that the thing clipped out like that. Something's off. It's like uneven. I like I mentioned, I don't really want to go off the beaten, like, you know, beaten path or whatever. I don't really want... Yeah, I gotta flip this thing too. Isn't this thing, like, slightly too big for it? Like, I feel like the mass... Oh, there we go. No, we don't. There we bloody go. It's not a curse word if it's British. Learn that. It's a little frightening. Yeah, I say this is a really, this is a pretty decent, like, display piece. Which is, again, part of the reason, like, you know, this is, fairly cheap compared to the other sets. And, it looked really nice. So. I know, they're not showing, you know. We're not at the point that we're actually, covering this yet, so. Like, you know, they're leaving that part closed. Yeah, I don't know. Does that stay open, or... How are we gonna... Do we just, like, dump water? Yeah, I think, we don't even, like, put in the water, like, properly. Because there's no, like, base. You just, like, dump water in it. The water pieces. Which, again, I feel like it's kind of cheating. I'm really worried I'm gonna put the, you know, try and connect one of these wrong. And then the thing's gonna be like, you know, I'm trying to push it into, like the side of a circle, so like this, you know? And try and do that, and the thing's gonna slip, and then I'm just gonna, like, smack the ship in half. Okay, so... Okay, that's an interesting way of doing it. So the mast is actually, like, touching it. Like, the mast, hits here, but, you know, it's put in such a way that it's actually, like, going through there. I do have to question how they designed this, so... do that, and then... Or, when I say question how they design it, I mean, like, the order that they want me to do it in. And then now we put this in, and since it's at a corner... Yeah. I have way more room to do that. Yeah, that... I feel like we should have left that later. Like, this, now I should be putting that in instead of putting that in afterwards. And, like, the only two, like, normal-sized pieces in this thing. Are those people outside looking for the dog again? It's like people on the off-campus... Well, they're not off-campus. Well, they're off-campus, but I don't think they're, like... They're not students, but... Apartments, like, you know, half, like, every month, you know... Or, like, last month... Like, 3 or 4 times, I hear them, like, yelling after their dog in the middle of the night. When I say middle of the night, I mean, like, 10 p.m. Not, like, true middle of the night, but... Okay, and then we just spin it, and then... Thankfully... No, okay, do I... Okay, I have enough pieces. I was like, do I have enough pieces? Like, it's starting to look like I might not. Okay, everything is covered with a little ring. 200. Yep, there's 284 pieces. It's like, come on, yeah. So yeah, I take all these and then I just dump it in there. We'll do that dumping next time, though. So, enjoy the city, you know what to do. See ya.